Okay, after a few days waiting, I finally got this thing. You might be able to see inside the gold color. I think that's actual real gold because the price of these things, they're horrendous. And this one's a Wilson. Wilson! The original one that was in there, they had it in stock, but it was only 120 amps. So I figured that I should just get the better one, even though it is more money. This is $100 more. And in Canada, this one was $430. And that's from a parts store. That's not the dealer. Probably could have got it a little cheaper on Amazon, but then if it's the wrong one or it doesn't work or anything, you got to go through all the hassles. Sending it back, waiting, blah, blah, blah. This way I just take it into town if it's wrong. It appears to be the right one. It's heavy. I'm not going to like putting it in, but and I don't know how, if some people have said that putting in a 200 will somehow affect the computer, but I don't believe it could. So hopefully the computer's all okay. Hopefully I can get it in. So you might be able to notice it's a little bit wintry here right now, and it's just going to get more wintry. So I better get to work. Nice fish. Okay, first things first is getting it in there, and I'm no good at that Jenga game, so this might be interesting. Well, it's sort of in place, sorta, kinda. Now, what you want to do, get it spun with the back facing this way. So you want to get this on the back of the alternator before you mount it, because once it's mounted, there's no chance of getting it on. Now this seems like something I'm going to have to do in shifts because I can't really wear gloves, and it's about -5 Celsius right now. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's just not warm, I can say that. Okay, now I've got all 3 bolts started. That took me forever. I'll tell you, the one thing I learned was to put some grease on the bolts. Actually, I just did it with the one bottom, the easiest one and the first one. I put some grease on the bolt and I threaded it into the hole, in and out a few times, so that I could do it with my fingers, because I didn't know whether or not I was cross-threading it. You can't get up in there, and so it's just way easier if you get that bolt going in and out nice and easy first, and the other 2 will just line up with the holes. Okay, so the alternator's all bolted in now. Job's nowhere near done. I gotta see if I can get that belt around those pulleys again. I looked at the belt. It looks fine. apparently to change it, I have to take a bunch of other stuff off, so I'm gonna just try it and see how it works. And then it's the inner fender, so let's see how far I get. Okay, I haven't put the inner fender back on yet, because we don't know. Okay, everything seems okay. Now, I'll show a couple of things that helped me out. Putting that belt back on. I just used a 3/8 ratchet, and then I used this strap here and slung it around the handle of the ratchet so I could pull with one hand on the strap, using the left hand to pull the strap and my right hand to put the belt back on. Ben, no, wrong truck. We're taking the, no Ben, no, we're taking the other truck. He just wants to go for a truck ride. Okay, my battery light was on. I just shut the truck off and started it, and it seems to have cleared that. Oh, no, it's back on again. I'll have to put a meter on that and see what's going on. Okay, so one other thing I did was the belts wanted to jump off the pulleys, so I just used a little bit of Gorilla Tape and stuck it on to hold the belt on the pulleys. That helped out too. Okay, it's a day later. A little bit more snow around. Gonna have a look at this thing now. See if I can see why it's not working. I think I know why. That's it's a Ford. She's frozen. Okay, so I'm pretty confident I'm gonna have the same issue. With the battery light. But let's just check something first. We'll check the voltage of the batteries, and then I'll start it and check the voltage of the batteries. I'm sure everything is okay there. Okay, so these batteries were just replaced like 3-4 months ago. I don't know, there's probably a video on it, but so I know they're gonna be, I would say, at least 12.6 volts. 12.2, I hope you can see that. Maybe just because it's cold out, I don't know. So let's see what the other one is. 12.2. Okay. Now we start it up. Okay, little battery symbol went off. How long before it comes back on is the question. Now, I'm sure some of you could be saying to yourself, well, why did you buy a Ford? Okay, though, that's a short story. The first truck I looked at when I went to look for something heavy duty, I looked at a Chev. It was a nice 2017 dually on the lot, brand new. I think it was around, somewhere around 80, just over 80 grand for it. Well, beard, long hair, I went in there and I was taking a close look and told them I was serious about buying one. They would not let me test drive it. Even with a salesman with me, they would not let me test drive the truck. Well, am I gonna dump 80 grand down on something I haven't even driven? Not a chance. Needless to say, obviously they didn't think I had the money. So the GM dealer just kind of pissed me off. But then again, the Ford dealer's been doing that to me ever since I got the Ford too, so are they all the same? Well, most likely. Yeah, so this job, it's not completely finished yet. I have to put the inner fender back on. But it's extremely cold out today, and I was kind of stupid. I left the inner fender sitting outside here, which means it could be all brittle, and it's just going to be a pain. So I'm going to bring the inner fender in, heat it up by the fire, and no matter what the temperature tomorrow, I'll be out here putting that on, and we'll see if that goes smoothly. The way it is, you gotta slide the fender, the inner fender, between the fender and some other crap and whatnot, and I think it will be much like if you make a sandwich and you try to put the meat on after you close the sandwich up. It's gonna be like that. So I had a look on the internet to see why the battery light was still on after changing everything. Apparently it's a totally common problem. A lot of people had the issue, and there was no real smart answers for why that would be. People were saying, oh, well, look for chafed wires. Well, check your batteries. Well, it's obviously, if your alternator goes, you don't automatically change your alternator and have chafed wires. So that would not be the solution to the problem. Check your batteries. Well, my batteries were brand new and it happened, so who knows why. But if you're in the same situation and you've got this 6.4 and you're thinking, oh no, not again, well, give it a day, see if that changes it, because it did for me. Anyways, thanks for watching.